A huge portion of the migrants coming across are Chinese Communist Party nationals of military age, without families, without women, without children. They are invading our country right here, right now, because you guys won't speak up because you're afraid to be called racist.
Yeah, House Homeland Security Committee Chairman Mark Green out of Tennessee said this week that, quote, military-aged Chinese nationals with ties to the Chinese Communist Party and the People's Liberation Army had been released into the United States by the Biden administration. We talk about policy decisions in exchange for millions of dollars. Here's one.
And you think Governor Abbott is doing a great thing by shipping them to different places? That's part of the strategy. They're distributing their fucking troops. What we got?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
Nothing, man.
Dude, so one thing that I do, I try. Oh,
what?
It has been a minute.
I need it today, man.
It's been a minute.
I need it today.
What do you got there?
I don't normally run ads.
I know we just said we don't run ads.
But if I were to run ads, if I were to run ads, I might accept some extra money from this company that you might have heard of before. It's called First Form. Yeah. All right. For this delicious Orange Sunrise energy drink that I'm about to bless myself with. Okay?
Bro, you could be a hand model.
Yeah. I've been told that many times.
You got a face for a hand model.
Yeah, that's right. I know that. That's a fucking fact. But anyhow, this is wonderful. And I'm sure after I drink this one drink, we're going to produce the best fucking show ever. So let's get on with it.
Dude, so I've been with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah. All right. So I've been with you for like 3.5 years now, right? And one of the things that I've tried to maintain doing, I call them my little weekly meetings, right? Mm-hmm. So I go check in with Chris on Tuesdays, typically.
Yep.
Sit with him for maybe 30 minutes, just talk to him, right? Catch up on shit. But then one of the other things I always try to do is sit down with your dad, right? Because your dad's fucking awesome, right? And so I was sitting down with him for probably about 30 minutes or so today, and we were talking about his trip to France and how we got to see.
Did you ask him about his crush on the trans woman? The White House?
No, I didn't want to bust his balls on that. We were talking about his biological father, right? Mm-hmm. Died at D-Day. You mentioned him quite a bit on the show, and
he didn't die at D-Day. He actually was in D-Day and survived and fought for 6 months, which I just found out. I didn't actually know that he was on the Utah beach on D-Day.
And survived it.
Until they just went to France and found out.
Yeah.
We all thought that he came after D-Day and then somehow got shot in deployment. But what actually happened was he landed on the fucking beach, fought his fucking ass off, survived, and then got shot in the back fucking 6 months later. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, we were just talking about it, and like, you know, imagine finishing basic training, and then 2 days later,
you're on a fucking beach.
You're on the fucking beach.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's crazy shit, right? But we were just talking about it, and he's like, yeah, you showed me this like piece of paper they gave him with a bunch of contacts and shit. And in these situations, they keep records of every service members, for the most part, most major, events, as long as they can go back, but they keep records, personal effects, things like that. Somebody has it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so he's looking through this list. I'm like, Pops, let's just fucking call him. And so we were able to called U.S. Army Human Resources, was able to get in touch, press the right numbers on the fucking thing. So we're actually working on right now of them trying to figure out what all they have on your grandfather, dude.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to get back with us next Tuesday. So
oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. I thought that was a pretty cool day, man.
I thought it was cool to find out that I just found this out a week ago.
Right.
That this motherfucker actually got off the fucking boat, in the water, ran across the beach.
That's such crazy thing.
I know, but bro, listen, real talk. It just motivates me more to fucking do what we're doing here because this is bitch shit compared to that.
Yeah.
Right. If I can't fucking say what I think or what I believe or what I think the problem is because I'm fucking scared, or I'm a fucking bitch.
Knowing that man's blood runs.
Yeah. No, I can't do it. Not acceptable.
Yeah.
And I'll never fucking stop for you guys in the 3-letter places that think I'm going to get tired of this. No, we're coming for everything.
That's a fucking fact, man. Yeah. So I just thought that was cool, man. So, I mean, it would be cool to see this, see how this develops, man.
Yeah.
I just thought that was pretty cool. So weekly meeting with Pops.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, make sure you let me know.
Yeah, no, of course. I got you. So yeah, man, we got some interesting things, man. But first, I actually want to pull something up. We got to talk about it. You actually sent me this. But I figured we talk about it.
What's that?
Plies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so Plies, this guy,
Mhm.
okay, he's how would you describe him, Joe? He's a music artist, rapper, hip hop, right? I know some like
Dumbass.
my girl, like I know the girls like Plies more than the guys.
Do they?
Yeah, he's like a ladies' man, right? Yeah, cool.
Girls like that dude?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Man, they fucking must have their beer goggles on.
yeah. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know, but he tweets this out a couple of days ago. Okay, and the tweet reads: Colin Kaepernick took a knee, lost his job, and half the country said he disrespected America.
No, most of the country. Correction.
Trump gets impeached twice, gets indicted twice, and started an insurrection on the Capitol. And those same people want him to get his job back and said they would vote for him again. So he tweets this out.
Yeah, he's getting fucking destroyed.
He is getting hammered. Now, and listen, like you guys know how we do it on the show. We're not on the Trump train. We don't play that bandwagon shit. We just lay out the facts how they are, right? And nobody can really argue with the state of the country when Trump was in office. You can't argue it. And it's specifically the black community, right? Because we're starting to see the true effects in the hood. I thought it was just absolutely amazing because he's getting fucking destroyed in these comments, right? So I got some of the comments here. Let's just go through them,
Let's cruise the comments.
This one says, stick to being a rapper. And mind you, look at the engagement. Look at the likes.
Yeah, everybody, like, dude. I read him, dude.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting fucking destroyed.
Somebody says, Plies, I fuck with you, but this ain't it. Your boy Joe is the biggest American crime family to even do it. Get your facts right on both sides.
This is what I was saying yesterday on the show about Black America figuring out
waking the fuck
exactly
up.
What's going on.
This lady put she replied. She says, "Now Plies, I love me some you, but baby, make sure you have thoroughly done your research. The Democratic Party was never set up for us black people, but since we don't read or educate ourselves, it's constantly the blind leading the blind. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a ton of Republicans that were a joke too, but think about it. Why do you think they wanted him out of there so bad? It's an agenda. Wake up."
Fucking right, bro.
Boy, if that ain't a fucking real temp, man,
Get her on the show.
Yeah, hire it.
Yeah.
Maj Touré, he chimed in there.
Oh, bro, I owe him a fucking callback.
Do you?
Yeah, it just reminded me. I'm sorry, Maj. Bro, he fucking texted me twice about doing some shit with him, and I haven't gotten back with him yet because I was thinking about it. So if you're listening, Maj, I apologize.
What a piece of shit, man.
I know, I am.
Jesus.
I know, I can't help it.
Andy, fuck.
It's racism. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, if you would have called him back on time,
that's
white
racism.
supremacy. So,
I saw that.
So,
if you wake up early, it's white supremacy, bro.
You're actually good, bro.
You're on time. Yeah.
But yeah, Maj's replies, he said, yeah, Plies isn't the guy to take political current advice from. He's clearly asleep at the wheel. And dude, it just goes on and on and on. He's getting hammered. And one thing that I really like is this comment here. It says,
bro, this is a good one.
This is why y'all gotta stop listening to celebrities.
Quote unquote celebrities.
Yeah, quote unquote celebrities. 3,000.
Because people are understanding that they're bought and paid for, bro.
It's an influence.
Yeah. It's It's just like influencer marketing.
Yeah.
Hey, post this shit. I'll give you some money.
Okay. Post.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Very low IQ statement right here.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, he's getting hammered, Andy.
Yeah. Well, he fucking should.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Bro, shut the fuck up unless you know what you're talking about. These people have these Democrats that you continue to defend have ruined your fucking culture in Black America. They've stolen the money that was allocated for your communities. They've fucked your school systems. They've made it so that crime runs rampant intentionally, so they have problems to come and promise you that they will solve. And they've done this for years and years and years and years and years. And then they've blamed all the white people. And white people ain't the fucking problem, bro. White people are not coming into your fucking communities and killing all the black people. That's not happening. Okay? So this is what I was saying on yesterday's show. We have to be able to address the facts of the situation if we ever want to solve the problem. And this is really great to see, not because it's political, but because it indicates that people are waking up to the real problem of what's going on, which allows us to then come up with a solution that is great for all Americans.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, like these were posted on two of, I would say, the most
It was
accurate.
World Star, wasn't it?
Yeah, World Star was one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're talking about like true accurate temperatures, right? Of like where people are, not filled with bots and shit like that, right? Like true, genuine, real responses. And dude, it's fucking. I mean, it's overflowing.
It's cool, dude.
It's really good to see. It's really, really good to see.
Because, dude, like my dream of this, it's not a dream, it's an objective of this, is to get to a point where if Black Americans and white Americans can figure out that we are not each other's enemy, they have no power over anything. That is fucking it. It's over for them.
They're done.
It's over for them if that happens.
Yeah.
That is the key strategic move that has to happen for America to truly become what it was always supposed to be.
Yeah. And dude, and history shows that. Like, right, like when you guys look back through this country's history, anytime anyone or there has been this massive move to unite, just look what happens.
They kill them.
Just look what happens, you know? And like, you know, you think about unity, right? It's like, what's wrong with unity? We should all like.
You don't think it's strange that fucking JFK got fucking whacked? You don't think it's weird that Martin Luther King got fucking whacked?
Right.
You don't think it's fucking weird that any single person that calls for a healthy relationship amongst all Americans gets discredited and drugged through the media and told that they were fucking bullshit?
Or killed.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes
killed.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's a reason for that. That young woman's comment, who happens to be Black, is great because she understands exactly what's going on. It's an agenda.
Yeah.
I fucking love seeing this.
Yeah, I just thought it was awesome, man. I thought I wanted to just pop that up there real quick. But that being said,
we ought to bring Hawk back on and see what he thinks of
that
shit.
Motherfucker.
Right? That's your favorite dude, bro.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll play footsies right here. Yeah.
Listen. I like Hawk. A lot of people don't like Hawk. I like Hawk. You know, I think Hawk's got a decent.
I want to like Hawk. It just makes it really difficult for me, man.
You know what? I think it's going to become blatantly obvious what the fuck is going on. And I think eventually, because it's like standing on the edge of a cliff and the waves are washing it away. Eventually there's nowhere to stand and you got to say, fuck, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's real, man. Well, guys, let's get to cruising. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You can find them there, or you can drop down in the YouTube description below and check them out there as well. So with that being said, headline number one. Headline number one reads, armed Florida man confronts squatter who took over house while he was overseas. Police. I feel like I've heard this, that this could be happening, that this could be a thing.
You know, I was watching this show, dude, and like I was watching it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
There was these two dudes, man.
Okay.
It was like a white dude and a Black dude.
Well, Ebony Ivory.
I can't remember the show, but like for like 3 years, every single thing that they said on the show came true.
Eventually.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then like, I remember them talking about this issue, you know, many, many times. And, you know, where they talked about like how in Venezuela, this is, you know, exactly what happened, or, you know, how it's happening here and how you're going to go on vacation and you're going to come back and there's going to be migrants living in your home. Like, I feel, dude, I know they talked about it, dude.
Yeah.
Like many times. I'm not making it up.
What's that show called?
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you what, they're two handsome motherfuckers.
You remember that?
With big, huge dicks.
Yeah, you remember that part.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this, man. So an alleged squatter was arrested in Florida after.
You know what else I remember?
What was
they
that?
were funny too.
So an alleged squatter was arrested
Especially
in
the
Florida.
vanilla one.
The vanilla one?
Yeah, he was real funny. All right, let's go.
He had some seasoning?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. More than just salt and pepper?
He's had Mrs. Dash.
That's some basic white people shit.
Well, I guarantee
That's
you.
worse than raisins.
I'm coming to your fucking house right after this.
You won't find it.
And I guarantee
You won't find it.
You're going to call Alex, tell her to hide it.
You won't find it. I don't use Mrs. Dash.
Motherfucker, I know you pull that shit out with your fucking socks and your Birkenstocks on, bro. And you be doing some magic in there with Miss Dash.
Did you see fucking Tim Grover's post
What
called
did he
out Birkenstocks?
Right? That's because he's talking to you.
How dare he?
He's talking to you.
Well, I mean,
Tim listens to the show, bro.
Listen.
He hits me up when we say good stuff.
The people have spoken.
What?
They like Birkenstocks.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Well, the people are
almost
dumb.
everybody.
All right,
I love it. Let's get back to this. Okay, so
I guarantee you got that fucking spice, bro.
no.
Yeah.
No.
You got Frank's Red Hot?
Tapatio. You
don't got Frank's?
I think we got some Frank's in there.
All right.
Yeah, there's some Frank's in there. And the Tapatio.
Frank's is the shit.
Put that shit on everything.
That's
not an ad.
Motherfucker, I'll run some ads for Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's pretty good.
I like that shit. I use that shit. You guys pay me money. I talk about it all the time.
It's good shit.
Yeah. And as long as you don't tell me to talk about some bullshit.
Yeah, no diversity.
Pay me, Frank's. All right.
So an alleged squatter was arrested in Florida after a homeowner, fresh off of a 7-month trip to New Zealand, said he returned to the house and found it trashed and burglarized. Authorities with the Marion County Sheriff's Office arrested Zamoy Brown on Friday after the unidentified homeowner in Ocala confronted the man and fired a gun in an attempt to get the suspect to leave, according to the Sheriff's Office affidavit reviewed by Fox News Digital. The homeowner told authorities that when he returned home from his trip, he found his home in disarray and several items were missing. He reported the incident to police. Later that same day, the homeowner slept in a closet in the home in an attempt to catch the squatter.
Why would you go to sleep when you're trying to catch somebody?
Yeah, I don't really get that part.
That doesn't sound safe.
Maybe he was just so like he just felt so violated that like he felt like he had to fucking he had to fucking confront him. I don't know.
Yeah, but why are you gonna go sleep?
Yeah.
Doesn't add up.
And it's 8 p.m. Maybe jet lag, bro. I don't know. It might have been jet lag. It's possible. But the homeowner's alarm went off at 8 p.m. and he saw Brown peeking into the closet where he was sleeping, according to the affidavit. The homeowner shouted at Brown to leave the residence, and the two reportedly began arguing about who actually owns the home. According to the affidavit, the homeowner used his Beretta handgun to fire a shot at his front door in an attempt to get Brown to leave. Brown fled the residence and called authorities saying he was shot. Brown also said he owned the home he was squatting in. Brown was ultimately arrested and hit with various charges, including misdemeanor trespassing, misdemeanor possession of marijuana, and felony possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Authorities said they found a rock-like substance in Brown's pocket upon his arrest, which tested positive for methamphetamine, and another baggie containing marijuana. Brown told authorities after his arrest that he'd been living in the home for a few months and that he was the only other person staying in the house. He said the windows and doors to the home were unlocked when he first arrived at the residence, adding that the house had been vacant for 3 years. Brown is now being held on a $4,000 bond. Andy, what we got on this?
I mean, we've already talked about this a bunch of times, that this is part of what they actually want to happen. This doesn't happen. I don't think this guy is a migrant, but what's going to happen, and just like I said a minute ago, these guys told me on the show that I watch
with the big show.
Yeah, huge dicks. They told me that these migrants were going to start living in people's homes when people went on vacation. And they said that probably, 40 times over the last 3 years. And they also told me that in Venezuela, this is how they
get down.
Venezuela, but also how they're doing it in Europe. And all jokes aside, you have the mayor of Chicago talking about, remember we covered that issue where the black community was pissed off because they were putting the migrants in the black community. The mayor of Chicago says about his own people, okay, we have a duty to serve and take care of these people, all right? And it's the highest priority, higher than the priority of actual American citizens. Then you have New York's mayor, Eric Adams, saying that regular citizens should house migrants in their own home. And then you have this situation where people in the government are busing these migrants around to different cities. And then you have the situation where a lot of these people who are coming here, most of them are actual criminals from these other countries, including Chinese nationals, military-age males who are literally being distributed throughout the country. And we have these people who still think it's racist to say that America belongs to Americans. Americans that come here and go through the process of immigration, like my family did, and like this man did to my right over here, and like Zishan did, and like plenty of other great people did who come here and contribute. That's what this country is built upon. What this country was not built upon was millions of criminals who are being dumped out of third world country prisons to be allowed to come to America and then be distributed around by our government under the guise of jokes. Like, we're just going to send them to Washington. We're just going to send them to New York. Abbott, who's doing these things, is just as guilty as Joe Biden. That's what you guys are failing to understand. And this is a uniparty move to destabilize the United States, to demoralize the culture, to create a situation where people who are rightful American citizens who own shit will not have the right to actually own their shit, because they're going to give all the rights, like we discussed over and over and over again, to the migrants. And they're going to protect them with the law, and they're going to hold you accountable to the law. All right. So they're going to ignore whatever they do, and they're going to hold you accountable. So if this man, this is lucky this happened in Florida, because had this happened in California or New York,
fucked.
Bro, you wouldn't get your house back.
No, you'd be in jail.
And if you did anything like shoot this dude in the face, which is what he deserves, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what I would do. In fact, I'm not pretty sure. If you come in my house and you're not supposed, I already had it happen once, and the dude went to prison. Mm-hmm. The next time, you're dying. All right? I'm sick of this shit. Everybody should be sick of this shit. And everybody out there should be speaking up against what's going on, because while you're busy arguing over trans rights, which affects 2% of the population, they're allowing our country to be invaded. They're allowing these criminals to be distributed. And these people are not asylum-seeking migrants. These people are military-age males with no wife, no kids, no place to go, no work, nothing, and they're putting them in your neighborhoods. Why would they do that? And furthermore, if they were to create a situation where, I don't know, there was an uprising and these people who don't belong here were to realize that they are protected by the law, whereas the actual American citizens are held back by the law from defending their own property, and they needed an army to fight the uprising, what do you think they would do to the migrants? Do you think that they would issue them weapons and uniforms and say, hey, if you take it, it's yours, which is what they've done in other countries. All right. So this is not misinformation. This is not conspiracy. This is happening, and it's only a matter of time before it comes to your house. And so many of you watch and listen to this show. I see the numbers. Okay. And you're not saying anything. You're afraid to share the show. You're afraid to share the messages. You're afraid to speak out. And that fear of speaking out is going to end up putting you in a vulnerable situation that may cost you everything you own or even your life. And this is real shit that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, and dude, it's something. There's a more sinister thing to this, right? Like that I believe people need to really wrap their heads around, right? The goal of this, right? Like you said, in other states, you know, the homeowners will be arrested, thrown in jail, right? If they can get you to stop fighting for your home, you will not fight for your homeland, right? And that's the goal. And all of our other quote unquote adversaries out there watching us, or, you know, countries that truly would, you know, love to take up this massive amount of land that we have. And you talk about, okay, well, how would they do that? They do it like this. They just bring people under the fucking border, military age men, and then pull their fucking uniforms out and put them back on, and we're good, right? And they only need a couple of examples of things or situations like this, right, where a homeowner comes home and finds his home being squatted in, right? You only need a few instances or a few cases of these that will turn the public's opinion, right? And a few more cases of these where the homeowner's getting fucking fucked up because of doing it, bro, demoralization sets in.
What about Daniel Penny?
Right.
What about this dude who on a subway restrained a man who was threatening violence against people of all races on the subway, restrains a man, the guy dies, and then they put this dude in jail and they indict him. What do you think the reason of that is? The reason of that is to make people fearful for standing up for their own people.
What they know is right.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's not just standing up for, it's what they know is
It's
right.
about squashing any resistance. And if they're trying to squash resistance like this with these extreme cases of lack of everybody looks at that and they're like, this is bullshit. Okay, but they can't connect the dots into what it actually means. And if they can show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples of where the rightful person gets persecuted for doing the right thing, now we're in a situation where everybody doesn't do anything and that allows them to do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're trying to squash resistance by making examples of Daniel Penny or other Americans that rightfully belong to be here for standing up for their own people and their own property, why do you think they're doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they trying to create a situation where people are afraid to resist? It's because they're afraid of the resistance. So if you would just stand the fuck up and use your voice and call bullshit and call for accountability and be a vocal American, which is the least you could do, considering millions of Americans have died for this country, the least you could do is speak up for what you believe to be right. If you would do that, this shit would stop fast. Listen, man, I'm very frustrated because I'm very frustrated with the fact that there are idealists who believe that they are doing the right thing by allowing these people to come here and be here. And it's always the same kind of people. It's people with the 50,000 nose piercings in their face with blue hair, okay, who have grown up in an upper middle class household and are advocating for every virtue signaling movement that's out there. Accompanied with the wine moms from the suburbs who think they're doing the right thing, who are drunk every day at fucking 2:00, who don't know shit about shit, don't provide shit, don't do shit, don't contribute to anything productive except these movements. And what's dangerous for these people is that they don't understand the role that they're playing and the gravity of what they're helping to usher in. And when this starts to come to a head, those are the least capable people of protecting themselves or actually operating in a chaotic environment. And they're going to be screaming for people to help them, and there ain't going to be nobody to help. And not only is there not going to be nobody to help, there's going to be people that see you as the reason that they're having to do very drastic shit, and it's going to put you in danger. And that's where we're at.
Yeah, it's real shit. Guys, drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Hashtag Homeland. Tell us where you stand.
This is how they redistribute the property, dude.
Yeah.
How many times did we talk about this on the show?
A lot.
How many times have I said on the show, you'll go on vacation, you'll come home, and there'll be somebody living in your house, and you won't be able to fucking do anything about it. Okay? It's very frustrating to sit here in this chair and do this show for fucking free for years and years and years and years. And then just to watch this happen as we call it. And the reason it's happening is because not enough of you are getting activated and using your voice. You're still afraid of the boogeyman that doesn't actually exist. They use bots for 10 years to silence people on the internet. They've used censorship. They use propaganda with the mainstream media. They've done everything they can to make you feel like you're the only one that thinks this way, and you are not the only one that thinks this way. Everybody with common sense understands what's happening now, and there's a very small percentage of very loud people who are trying to manipulate you into silence, and they're doing so with many different tactics. Cancel culture, silent majority, political correctness. They've made it impossible for you to want to say anything that offends anybody. These are weapons against free speech that they have let happen over the last 2 decades that have taken full effect on society. And now we have situations where criminals are not being held accountable. People that shouldn't be here are allowed to be here. We have people advocating for it, saying it's racist. Bro, anybody who says it's racist to keep these people out of America is a criminal. They are a part of the plan. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. I feel like we say everything on this show and then it happens and like it just continues to happen. It's frustrating, dude. And like until like when it comes to your door, you're going to think different.
Yeah, no, that's real. And dude, it ties right into our second headline, guys. Headline number 2. Staying on this talk of immigration. New report just came out. Headline reads, Mayorkas releasing Chinese nationals with ties to CCP into United States.
Who's been saying this?
Military-aged men.
Who's been saying this?
Dude. Yeah, so
a huge portion of the migrants coming across are fucking Chinese Communist Party nationals of military age, without families, without women, without children. They are invading our country right here, right now, because you guys won't speak up because you're afraid to be called racist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, House Homeland Security Committee Chairman Mark Green out of Tennessee said this week that, quote, military-aged Chinese nationals with ties to the Chinese Communist Party and the People's Liberation Army had been released into the United States by the Biden administration. We talk about policy decisions in exchange for millions of dollars. Here's one. Green made the comments during a Wednesday press conference announcing an investigation into Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over, quote, dereliction of duty in regard to securing the southern border, which has seen record numbers of illegals crossing under Joe Biden. Quote, Secretary Mayorkas has put the national security of the United States at risk. Terrorists, suspected terrorists, and enemies of our nation have flooded across our borders, Green said, before noting that there had been a massive surge in Chinese nationals, many of whom are military-aged men with known ties to the PLA, ties to the CCP, who have crossed our southern border and have just been released by Secretary Mayorkas into the United States. You can't make it up.
It's fucking infuriating. Bro, what's infuriating is that so many people are silent. It's infuriating. Bro, I've come on this show for like the last 3+ years and like literally called the plays. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And 3 months, 6 months, 9 months later, what happens?
It happens.
Okay. Now I'm telling you, they are invading our country right now with this migrant crisis. And it's only a matter of time before shit gets so bad that they issue these people weapons against the people of the United States.
Or they just throw their fucking PLA uniforms back on.
Exactly. How would you invade the United States?
Bro, it's a Trojan horse.
Hold on. How would you invade the United States if you were another country? How would you do it? You couldn't land boats on the fucking, you couldn't sail boats across the ocean because we shoot missiles at them and they'd be sunk.
Mm-hmm. It's impenetrable on our coast.
You couldn't parachute people in. You couldn't come across the border because we drone strike everybody. How could you get people here?
You could use the...
Could you send them in a fucking mail?
The emotional manipulation and pull on the purse strings of the hearts and minds by saying that it's a moral thing to do,
Correct.
Virtuous thing
Correct.
to do. Invite millions of these people through our borders under the guise of immigration and asylum seekers. Like I said, then they just go in their little fucking bags, pull out their uniforms, and bam.
Bro, it's so frustrating for me to sit here, and because of the idealists of this country who think they know everything, who end up being wrong about everything, we're literally losing our fucking country right in front of our fucking faces. I can't fucking stand it, dude.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like, I think people are like, they keep, well, they're going to change it. Like, listen, they have no plans on fixing any of these policies.
No, they're going to accelerate that.
They're going to speed it up. They're going to speed it up, man. And
bro, the governors of these states are just as criminal, just as like Abbott in Texas, bro. He belongs in this. Whatever Biden gets, he belongs.
Yeah, he just sent the first bus to California.
Listen, bro, every single border state that's allowing this to happen deserves the same punishment as what the president deserves when this is all over.
You're complicit in the invasion.
Yeah. And dude, when this is done, when the good people of America somehow get power back, because I'm going to tell you right now, we're getting it back. That's a promise. Okay. These people are all going to have to be fucking dealt with. They're all going to have to be rounded up. They're all going to have to be shipped back. And all the blue hairs and the fucking wine moms with their pinkies up and shit that don't pay attention to anything that's going on, don't have a fear in the world, don't have a worry in the world, who think it's virtuous to virtue signal for these crazy, stupid causes. These people are literally going to throw a freaking fit about what's going to be required to fix this problem.
Yeah, because it ain't going to be pretty.
No, it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be fucking real unpretty.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you're silent now, just stay silent when it starts to happen.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about
Dude,
it.
I'm sick of it all, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand that we're losing our country because of these people who literally cannot comprehend what's actually happening. They think this is like, oh, I'm such a good person because I say that these illegals should be allowed to come here. Like, no, you're not. You're a moron. You don't understand what's going on. And eventually, this might probably going to cost the lives of potentially you or your family's lives.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and then have you seen these?
And then what are you going to say? Oh, I was wrong. I was sorry. The same shit y'all said about COVID. Oh, I was wrong. Bro, you're always wrong. You guys are always wrong. You're the useful idiots that communists write about that they manipulate to intentionally subvert everything that they're trying to take over.
Yeah. Or you fall victim to the influence propaganda campaign. But either way, the track history isn't that good for you. You know what I'm saying? But dude, like
at this point, if you support this shit, you're a traitor to America.
Yeah, no doubt. But dude, have you heard some of the fucking far left progressive communists? Have you heard like the one lady off The View, dude? She was making a comment about the illegal immigrants coming over. She was like, Donald Trump, he wants to build the wall, and who's gonna clean his toilets, and who's gonna. And everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Oh, hey."
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's just like, I mean,
that shows you how they look at them.
That is a true, accurate measurement of that woman's character.
Correct.
And like that, like she meant that shit.
Yeah, she didn't even think twice about it.
No.
She didn't realize it was even wrong until the crowd groaned.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Even Whoopi was like, "Hey."
Yeah. I think that got her kicked off The View.
Yeah,
that was,
I think
Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah. But it's just like, yeah. I don't know. Guys, tell us what you think in the comments. Drop down. Let us know.
Bro, this shit's coming to your door.
It's coming quick, man. It's coming.
And we are going, you should just go ahead and reconcile in your brain that that cleaning this up is going to be very difficult and very hard to watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even ask yourself this, right? Like these millions of people that are pouring in, right? Like look around your neighborhoods and your communities, right? Tell me how much you see being built. How many new houses are being built? How many new apartment complexes are being built, right? And we got millions of people coming in. Where are they supposed to go?
No, they're supposed to go in people's homes, like we were talking about in the first topic. That's the plan.
Yeah.
People do not, bro, they're saying it openly. Do you think that the New York mayor, Adams, do you think that was an accidental slip of the tongue?
No, fuck no.
This is what they do. They did the same thing in Venezuela, bro. It took like 10 years, and all of a sudden, bro, all the fucking criminals had all the shit, and all the good citizens had to leave the country.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing here.
Yeah,
it's
man.
fucking disgusting, dude.
Guys, tell us what you think down in the comments. Let us know.
Bro, these people laugh at it too. Like they laugh.
Yeah.
Like these progressives, like these people, these communists, they laugh. They think this shit's funny. Just so you know, if you're like a regular human that supports this, whenever this shit all like the mask comes off and it's like, hey, full-blown communism, they kill you first. The useful idiots get killed first. The people who provide no value, who aren't willing to work, who have been sold for years and years and years on getting free shit from other people's labor, those people get killed. They kill those people. So like all of you people who are, advocating for this bullshit, just understand that if you're not producing and you think that you're going to just accumulate someone else's wealth or portions of it, or this redistribution of wealth shit that you hear all these people talk about, just understand that never happens in this play.
Mm-mm.
That's a lie that they tell you to advocate for them. And then whenever they get in power, they fucking kill those people because those people don't contribute to the overall betterment of the society. So like, it's like you're advocating for your own execution eventually.
Yeah.
And if you understood history, which you don't, because all you do is sit at home and play video games and like fucking fuck off and dye your hair blue and shit. Because you don't understand history, you're advocating for your own demise.
Yeah. I'm surprised, just side note here, I'm surprised there hasn't been more of like shortages for hair dye.
Listen, man, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very pissed off about what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it's very difficult for me to sit here in this chair and do this shit for free for years and years and years and have to watch it happen because people won't share their own opinions or their own views and won't speak up, won't get involved, won't get engaged, and instead comment, well, then do something about it. What the fuck are you doing about it? Nothing. You're sitting on Instagram commenting. You're still fucking consuming all their food. You're still consuming their medicine. You're still consuming their propaganda. You're still consuming their digital assets. You're becoming more and more and more of an ineffective human, which is the play because they need you dependent on them. And you're asking, when is someone going to come? Bro, you are the person that's supposed to save you. This is not an outside job. Okay? The revolution that you're looking for, that you want to happen, that's within you. That's in your mind, your heart, and your body. And once you get those things into place and you remove yourself as a customer or a leech of their system, it takes their power away. That starts within all of us. That's why I say the saying, personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion, because it actually is. And it's what we need. And it's actually the only thing that will actually defeat what's going on.
It's real, man. It's real.
And it can be done quick. That's the thing. In 100 days, bro, you could totally change your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and 100 days is going to go by regardless.
Anyway.
Guys, drop down in the comments. Tell us what you guys think on this.
Bro, I'm so sick of seeing this old man go up in front of our country every single day and smile and laugh when he's done all this fucked up shit to fuck our country up. I cannot stand it.
It's hard to even tell what's like a good day or a bad day for him. You know what I'm saying? As far as like mental,
it doesn't
like
matter.
Being there.
These people are true criminals. Yeah. They're communists. They've sold out America for money, and they don't intend to stop.
You hear that reporter asked him today? It's
interesting to me that some of you guys think that this election that's coming up is somehow going to be won with a vote.
No. Fuck no.
You cannot convince me that this man who shits his pants on live television got 81 million votes, which is more than Barack Obama, okay? And I didn't vote for Barack Obama. But Barack Obama was the most charismatic, the most hopeful campaign ever run that I've seen in my entire life. I was too young to understand Reagan when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted him to do what he said he was going to do. And he came in and did the opposite. All right? That dude was magical when he got elected. He was the perfect magician to convince people that I'm going to fix stuff and then pretend that he was going to do everything in our interests and then dismantle everything on the back end. All right? I watched it happen. A lot of us did.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to convince me that Donald Trump beats Hillary Clinton, then gets, I don't know, what is it? How many more millions of votes did he get in 2020 over 2016?
I don't remember.
It was a ton. Okay. And that this man got this guy got 6 million more votes than Donald Trump and more votes than Barack Obama. You're fucking insane if you believe that. He campaigned from his basement. He campaigned with 12 cars in the parking lot. They introduced COVID for this specific reason, to not have to campaign, so that this man, you could not see how little of a crowd and how little enthusiasm Americans had for him. That was part of the intentional play. Okay. And you really think that in 2024, they're just going to allow Donald Trump to come in and win the election? You're insane, bro. You're insane. This is going to take a lot more than what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts right now with you getting your own shit together.
Guys, drop down in the comments below. Tell us what you think on this topic. But with that being said, let's move to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. Headline number 3 reads, USA Are My Pronouns. Middle schoolers rebel against Pride Month indoctrination. This is good. This is good. So adults in a Burlington, Massachusetts community are calling for action in response to middle school children tearing down pride banners and chanting USA Are My Pronouns. The principal of the school reacted to the students' choice of rebellion against Pride Month by saying, quote, "When one individual or group of individuals' beliefs and actions result in the demeaning of another individual or group, it is completely unacceptable." Quote, "The Burlington community is calling on town leaders to take action in the wake of a recent middle school incident during which students disrupted a pride event," reported Boston.com. So on June 2nd, students at Marshall Simmons Middle School reportedly disrupted the school's so-called Spirit Day celebration for Pride Month, which was sponsored by the school's Spectrum Club, an LGBT student group, which I don't even know why the fuck there's a LGBT student group in middle school. I have no idea.
Well, it's easy to have one when you start training them when they're 3.
That's true. As part of the event, Spectrum Club had decorated the school with signs that read, quote, "Happy Pride Month," as well as posters with messages such as, quote, "Why it's not okay to say that's so gay," according to a letter sent to parents from the school's principal, Carrie Purchase, obtained by Boston.com. They also put up rainbow streamers and pride flag banners and handed out rainbow stickers, as well as encouraged students and faculty to wear rainbow-colored clothing. But some students purportedly reacted by tearing down the banners and signs, behavior that the Marshall Simmons Middle School principal referred to as inappropriate. Other students chanted "USA Are My Pronouns" in the hallways and wore red, white, and motherfucking blue clothing and face paint instead of the suggested
Sounds
rainbow.
like an insurrection.
Bro, I fucking love this story.
Sounds like an insurrection.
Bro, the truth is these kids got more balls than some of these motherfucking people out here in the real world in reality. At least while they still have them.
No shit.
You know? But fuck, man. This shit fires me up. It continues to say, middle school administrators responded by calling the students' actions, quote, "completely unacceptable," and said that it was, quote, "demeaning to other students," while also likening it to violence.
Of course.
Quote, "I fully respect that our diverse community has diverse opinions and beliefs. I also respect individuals' right to express their opinions through clothing choices and freedom of speech," Purchase wrote. She continues, "When one individual or groups of individuals' beliefs and actions result in the demeaning of another individual or group, it is completely unacceptable," the principal said. Purchase went on to say that she stands in solidarity with the students and faculty that were allegedly impacted by the student-led protests. Quote, "I am truly sorry that a day meant for you to celebrate your identity turned into a day of intolerance," the principal wrote. Yeah.
It's not a fucking day. It's every day.
It's every day.
And it's every day of the year. It's not every day of the month.
No.
Okay. When was the last time that you were celebrated for liking pussy, bro? I'm just saying.
It's real.
No, hold on. Well, that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
We're talking about celebrating who likes to fuck who and what parts you like on your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like that's what we're talking about. It's the most absurd shit ever. And it doesn't belong in any school. It doesn't even belong in fucking high school or college. You know why? Because it's not appropriate for us to run around and say, I should be celebrated for who I like to fuck. Like, dude, that's what we're talking about here. And this whole movement is based around who I like to have sex with. And I'm supposed to be celebrated for that. That's absurd. And it's indecent. And it's not what America stands for. Okay? These people, this shit, this pride shit, the gay community doesn't even stand with it anymore because they understand that it's destructive to all the progress that the actual well-meaning, great, well-adjusted citizens of the gay community, the lesbian community, and the bisexual community have fought for decades. And they've turned it into a fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
The gay community isn't even with the Pride Month anymore. Now it's become a complete indoctrination, demoralization, lowering of IQ, removing of decency. Like, dude, like we're really going to celebrate people legitimately for who they like to have sex with. That's what we're talking about. And these are kids. And then they take the symbol that is like the most kid symbol ever. Like, bro, rainbow will never be acceptable again. Like, they fucking ruined it. When I was a kid, a rainbow was like, oh man, it's a rainbow. Now it's like,
where's the leprechaun?
Yeah.
Now the leprechaun likes dick. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, man.
Dude. It's become
this. One of a straight leprechaun, bro. That's it.
It's not okay to be straight. And what's interesting is how she talks about, how about celebrating the identity of people's achievements and their work ethic and the grades they get, or how exceptional they are in their sports or their schooling. Like, this is absurd. And all you parents that go along with it and you teachers that go along with it, you are literal morons. You're teaching your kids to be ineffective in life, and you're going along with it. I'm sorry, but when they get to be 18 years old and they go out in the real world, which doesn't happen until they're 30 now, all right, their little rainbow card ain't gonna get them shit.
Why should we hire you?
Bro,
I'll take dicks up the ass.
Yeah.
Actually. Like,
you know what? I deserve a fucking award for it.
Please. Yeah.
Actually, I deserve more money.
Yeah.
Because, I like my ass penetrated.
Yeah,
like I deserve more for that. I should get a raise. Yeah. Like, this is absurd.
It's absurd shit, man.
And we don't even recognize how absurd it is because we're getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that all these companies that are promoting this shit are getting fucking torn up too. And bro, I'm going to tell you another thing. I've been anti-cancel culture because I'm trying to keep the peace. These people are never going to stop. They're never going to stop. It should be completely rejected by everybody for fucking ever.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you alluded to, Andy, man, this is middle school. They shouldn't even be doing it in high school. But crazy thing is, in this same school district, they did it in high school. Got a video for you. So the article says this is not the only time in which students reacted unfavorably to LGBT propaganda being shown to them in their school. Recently, a video surfaced online showing students from a high school in California vocally objecting to having to watch a Pride Month video in their class. Here's a video.
Why are you starting with the kids?
Good.
Hey, I'll warn you guys now. If you're going to be inappropriate, I will have supervision down and give all of you a Saturday school for next year. So knock it off. Okay.
You're the one being inappropriate.
So the class is clearly objecting, and you threaten them with fucking detention.
That's what they do. What do they threaten people with to speak their mind? Jail.
She needs to be fired.
Bro, listen. These people are ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. Having kids at drag shows is insane.
It is just reassuring to see.
It's great.
The kids.
You know what that is? That's parents in the household saying, "No, this is bullshit."
Yeah.
And you parents need to get better about that. Like, I'm so sick of seeing it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of seeing it. And while they're doing this, and we're sitting here arguing, they're allowing CCP nationals to come across the border and shipping them into your neighborhoods. And you think Governor Abbott is doing a great thing by shipping them to different places. That's part of the strategy. They're distributing their fucking troops.
Yeah, man.
Bro, we're in for a rough road, dude. And by a rough road, I mean violence. It's gonna come. It's you guys in the 3-letter agencies that ain't doing shit to stand up for this. You're fucking pussies, bro. Real talk. You're violating your oath to America and what you think. I saw this guy the other day, the FBI representative. Ted Cruz was hammering him. Josh Hawley was hammering him. And this guy had the opportunity. He was right there, bro, to tell the truth and change everything in America. And this dude crumbled like a fucking pussy. He crumbled.
That's the assistant,
you saw
deputy
him.
director. Yeah.
He said, you know what? I'm just not going to talk about it. And he refused to answer it. And you could see it on his face. And bro, I'm talking to the man who did that. You're a traitor to this country for the rest of your fucking life. I'm sick of these people, bro. There's no reason this man shouldn't already be arrested. All of these people that are doing this should already be arrested.
No. Well, guys, It's time. Time for that.
Dude, it's infuriating.
No, yeah, it is, man.
Like, I don't know if I'm having a bad day or what, but like this shit I'm infuriated by this.
Oh.
Like the fact that there's grown adults allowing this shit to happen all over the country and like not just standing up for what they know is right. It's disgusting. You're going to let this dude totally destroy the country because you don't like some other dude's tweets?
And only because I told you not to like them.
Bro, this is going to cause a bunch of shit here. And all these people that are advocating for this, they're going to get wrapped up in it and they're not going to be capable of operating in it.
No.
The most vulnerable, weakest people of society are speeding and quickening the destruction of our society. And when it gets to the point of violence, which they all are the ones that call for that, they're not going to be able to handle what happens.
That pool noodle and fucking trash can lid ain't going to do nothing.
Listen, dude,
for you.
there's the majority of America are held back right now by the double standard in the legal system.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a dam that's holding back a massive tidal wave of violence and corrective action that will be done by the citizens. And that dam is cracking a little bit every day. And you guys that are on the wrong side of this, who continue to advocate for this, you do not understand what you are doing. And there will be no mercy for you when this happens. I can promise you that. And that's not my decision. That's just people are that sick of it.
It's history.
Yeah, it is history. There's going to be no one to protect you. The police that you think are on your side will not be on your side because once they figure out that that's the way it's going, they're going to go right with that flow too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all the rats that have jumped ship in the media.
Yep.
Like this is very dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong too, dude. Just so we're clear. Like I hope I'm wrong. I hope that the election comes in and there's an election and someone
it's safe and secure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
If I'm wrong, I'd be happy to be wrong on this because if it continues, what I just said is going to happen and it's going to be real bad. Bro, how many police officers you talk to that are like, fuck this shit?
All of them.
You know how many 3-letter dudes are in my DMs saying, bro, I'm with you guys. This is fucking bullshit. All of them. You guys who DM us and say that shit and you're not standing up in your own agency and blowing the whistle and fucking having courage, you're the problem. I hate to say that. You're a patriotic person that signed up to do something for the country. I understand that, but you're failing right now. And this is your opportunity to actually make your life mean something. Yeah. You're failing. That dude on the stand with Cruz and Howley, that dude is a coward for life. He knows it too. I can see it on his face. See it on his face.
Oh, there's no recovering that.
No. Because what he's going to come to realize is that he fucking sold his country out because he was a fucking coward.
No.
You will not, sir, you will not be able to live with that. That was your chance, bro. And you fucking failed.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it is time for our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. That's where we throw a headline up, dive into it, and look at one of those two options. So with that being said, our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, we got some cocks for you.
Oh, really? I like cocks.
Bloody Ecuadorian.
I want to be celebrated I want an award for how much I love cocks.
Well, you got 2 of them. You do got to do.
Yeah, I know, but like I want more money.
Yeah.
I want to be able to say whatever I want and not be held accountable. I want to be able to do violence and not have to go to jail. Like I want a whole bunch of shit, actually.
Yeah.
I want everybody else's shit for free. Right? That's what I want because I like cocks. That's fair. You know what, bro? I'm just going to start identifying as gay. That way I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm actually trans. That's what I am. I'm a trans lesbian. I'm a lesbian.
Trans lesbian.
I'm a lesbian in a man's body. So I am actually part of this community. And as a representative of this community, I demand more.
Yeah, right.
I want a fucking award, bro. I want a certificate. I want to raise because I love dick.
Hey, man, you're going to be the most jacked lesbian I've ever seen.
I'm just saying. I'm for the ones that like it rough. All right? It is what it is. But I identify as that, and you can't argue with it.
What's the new name?
There is no new name.
I was just
because names don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing matters.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to do like a.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But and if you don't have sex with me, you're a fucking bigot. You're anti-LGBTQ.
Element of P.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus.
Minus.
Yeah.
Next is going to be fucking multiply, divide.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. That's exactly what's going on the other side.
Yeah, like we fucking pimped us. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking exponents and shit.
Like these trans people saying, if you wouldn't date a trans woman, you're a bigot. No, bro. I just fucking.
I'm just not gay. Just Sorry. Right?
How is this real? How is this reality?
Make love to me.
Bro, hold on. Like, stop and think about it. How is this reality, bro? The science. Like, it's like these people are reading out of a completely different fucking book and it's all backwards. By the way, that's intentional. I don't know what to think, dude, but I'll tell you this. I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got? We got cocks?
Yeah, more cocks. Yeah,
right.
so...
a plethora of cocks? Big cocks, little cocks, free cocks, Spencer cocks?
It's a big one.
Huh? Yeah, a gaggle of cocks.
Gaggle of cocks. This is a big one. So thumbs up, dumb as fuck headline reads, bloodied Ecuadorian pilot keeps cool after giant bird slams into cockpit.
Cockpit?
Yeah. It was a cock in the cockpit.
Ooh.
You get it? You see what I did there?
All right. That was, yeah.
It was decent.
No.
Guess what, Andy? I'm a trans lesbian too.
Okay, well then that was a great joke.
Order the fucking trophy.
That was the best joke I ever had. Guys, get him 3 trophies.
Let's dive into this. So the pilot couldn't be ruffled. Terrifying video caught Ecuadorian aviator Ariel Valiente keeping his cool after a massive bird smashed into his cockpit. The bird is seen dangling in front of him as he holds the stick before turning the camera to show his bloodied face with his air filter mask hanging to the side. Quote, in Vences, Los Rios province of Ecuador, a huge...
Now, how the fuck can you read that? But you can't read half the other shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Bro, I practiced this shit like 30 times before we record it.
You need to practice like some basic words, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm just saying, like.
How do you pronounce this word? Is this Pilo?
Yeah.
Pilo? Is that Pilo?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, that was so good.
Pilot?
Like,
pilot.
There's no excuses anymore. Oh, wait, I forgot you were part of that community. Never mind.
I want all the excuses.
Take back everything I just said.
All right.
Because I don't want to get sued.
All right. In Vences, Los Rios province of Ecuador, a huge bird struck through the windshield of a crop duster plane midair. Fortunately, the pilot, Ariel Valiente, managed to control the situation, aviation news outlet FL360 Aero said on Twitter. A self-described semi-retired flight instructor wrote, quote, when in a stressful situation, pilots will revert to the first thing they learn. That's why initial training is so important. Pilots are taught to adhere to the axiom, aviate, navigate, communicate, to first fly the plane, then navigate, and finally speak with air traffic control when the emergency is under control. It is unclear what kind of bird was involved in the frightening incident, but some people just suggested it may have been an Andean condor, which can have a wingspan of up to 9 feet. This is a massive fucking bird.
That's a big cock.
It's a big, oh, yeah. Damn it, he did it. You got it.
That's right. It's my inner lesbian talking.
Yeah, so the video.
She's funny.
So the video of the horrifying encounter.
Bro, why does anybody listen to this show?
Because
like
it's fucking great.
Idiots.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
This is great. It's great. Yeah.
We think it's great.
Hey, even if it's just me and you, bro, it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I got the video. The video it's horrifying. And the video quickly went viral. So here's the video.
Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit, dude! That
Look
looks like
how
a
big-
fucking. That looks like a fucking pterodactyl.
Bro, it's massive.
This is like Jurassic Park,
Look at the fucking claws on that thing, man.
bro. That thing was trying to eat the airplane.
Bro,
He thought he was gonna have a snack.
look at this man.
Oh man,
Fuck.
that dude got busted up.
I like he was just smiling
Well,
too.
This is a great story for him. They lived, right?
Oh yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, everything's fine. He's fine.
Holy shit,
Plane
dude.
took some damage, but
Holy
you know,
shit, dude.
bro.
That's crazy.
I could not.
Bro, you guys
imagine-
have, if you guys are listening, you have to at least go to YouTube and watch this so you can see what happened here.
dude, it's fucking insane.
I don't get like blown away by many things. That's crazy.
it's
That's a
insane.
big fucking bird, bro.
Look at the size of those fucking talons.
Look at the size of that cock.
I think the
That's like
cockpit's
BBC
even bigger,
shit, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a BBB.
That's a big brown cock.
Yeah,
Is that racist?
I mean, it's historically accurate, so it's factual information.
No comment. I'm
Yeah.
Sicilian, bitch.
BBS.
It hurt my feelings.
Andy, what we got on this? Is thumbs
This
up?
thumbs up, dude.
Yeah, thumbs
This is
up.
incredible.
Yeah, dude, he
Yeah.
kept this cool the whole time, so that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
That's
Good
awesome,
job,
dude.
But guys. Andy, that's all I got.
Yeah, don't be a hoe.
Share the show.